Good morning. I'm Jim Adavasio, the Provost of Mercyhurst University. Today, for those of you old enough to remember, I'm playing the Ed McMahon role here at this event. I'd like to introduce a few folks that are here in the audience, beginning with Mayor Sinnott, his executive assistant Linda Shaw, the chairman of the Board of Trustees, Marlene Moscow, Joanne Thompson, the wife of late City Council President Jim Thompson, who was so instrumental in developing the relationship between Mercyhurst and our sister city. And did that cover the group? Thank you. Sometimes when I get my instructions and walking papers, they come relatively late in the game, and my apologies for that. Without any further ado, and again in the spirit of Ed McMahon, here's Tom.
Good morning, everyone. As you know, 2012 has already been an important year for Mercyhurst University. In January, we became a university. And now, just a few months later, I'm across the Atlantic, so I can't be with you, though I wish I could. And the reason I'm over here is because we have just opened, about 5 hours ago, the Mercyhurst University International Center in Dungarvan, Ireland. The significance of the International Center is really threefold. One of the things that's important to us, of course, is as the world becomes more densely networked, flatter, if you will, it's important to us, it's incumbent on higher educational institutions to make sure their students have a greater global awareness, and this certainly is going to provide that for our students. The second reason this is important is because it's going to become the home and headquarters of our intelligence studies program in Europe. We've had a global intelligence forum taking place in Ireland for a couple of years now, and the first of those was hosted by Mercyhurst and featured Governor Tom Ridge as the keynote speaker. And finally, the third thing is that it'll provide opportunities for partnerships between Mercyhurst University and Irish institutions of higher education. I might add that Mercyhurst is proud to be the first university in this region to have an international campus in Europe. And we can't imagine a better place to do it than in Dungarvan, Ireland. Mercyhurst has been in relationship with Dungarvan for many years, since the mid-'80s when we started the John F. Kennedy Scholarship Program, where young men and women from St. Augustine's College in Dungarvan came to Mercyhurst to study. And a few years later, with Joe Sinnott, the mayor of Erie, and Councilman Jim Thompson, we participated in the Sister City program with Dungarvan. Dr. Heidi Hosey, our Dean of International Studies, has been part of this process since the beginning. A very supportive Board of Trustees and Board Chair Marlene Moscow were always helpful in the process, and I also want to mention Jim Breckenridge and Bob Heibel for their efforts in this regard. Finally, I want to thank our friends here in Ireland. Ray O'Dwyer and Fergal Reedy, Teresa Wright from the city of Dungarvan, and of course Mercyhurst's own graduate, John Deasy, TD. I would also like to thank, acknowledge, and introduce Waterford County Manager Dennis McCarthy. Dennis?
Thank you, President Gamble, and good morning, everyone. It is an honour for me as County Manager, Ms. Teresa Wright, Mayor of Dungarvan, and the members of Dungarvan Town Council to be part of this important day for Mercyhurst University. As President Gamble said, it is an historic year for Mercyhurst, and I would like to congratulate you on your achievements in 2012. Dungarvan offers Mercyhurst University an opportunity to expand its international programmes, and as a result of today's announcement, I think we can now refer to Dungarvan as a university town and a centre of academic excellence. It is evident that our sister city, our twinning relationship that was meaningfully entered into, has reaped benefit on both sides of the Atlantic and will continue to do so for many years to come. I would like to highlight the role that the students play in developing our international ties. Having listened to the students over the last 2 years, I know that they often characterise their experience in Dungarvan as life-changing. While here, they work hard, but also it provides them with an opportunity to stand back and to view their home country from a European perspective. Many use the opportunity to investigate and experience their heritage here in Ireland and the rest of Europe. To this end, I would like to acknowledge the contribution of the current and former mayors, elected members and officials of Dungarvan Town Council and of Erie City Council who have illustrated significant commitment to the relationship between our two communities. In particular, I would like to acknowledge the contribution that the late Councilman Jim Thompson has made to fostering the relationship between Mercyhurst and Dungarvan. I am sure that this would be a proud day for Councilman Thompson. I would like to echo President Gamble's thanks to the staff and faculty of Mercyhurst who have worked tirelessly over the last number of years to bring this to fruition. Specifically Bob Heibel, Michael Layden, David Livingston, Jim Breckenridge and our homegrown John Melody. In particular, I would like to thank Professor Hosey, who has invested considerable personal commitment to Mercyhurst in Ireland. On this side, I would like to acknowledge the work and foresight of former County Manager Mr. Ray O'Dwyer, the support provided by Deputy John Deasy in developing Dungarvan's relationship with Mercyhurst, and Mr. Fergal Reedy for putting in place the structures necessary for this relationship to advance. Today is an historic day for Mercyhurst University, Erie City, Dungarvan and County Waterford. The announcement of the Mercyhurst Ireland campus is a milestone of what will be an even stronger and mutually beneficial relationship between Erie, Dungarvan and Mercyhurst in the long term, and I can assure you of the commitment of Waterford County and Dungarvan Town to Mercyhurst University's ambitions and vision. Thank you.
I want to thank you all very much for being on campus today, and God bless you all and God bless Mercyhurst University.
I'd like to also acknowledge the critical roles played by two other individuals in the development of this relationship. Owen McCormick, a member of our Board of Trustees and a facilitator of the relationship with Dungarvan, and Jane Kelsey, who has overseen the countless myriads of paperwork and related contractual documents that allowed us to do this. I'd like to introduce Mayor Sinnott for a few comments now.
Thank you, Doctor. I want to congratulate Dr. Gamble, all the staff at Mercyhurst, the board, for this truly pioneering effort on the part of Mercyhurst to create the International Center in Dungarvan. This has really been a big year for Mercyhurst. Congratulations on university status and now the first transatlantic educational university experience for Erie. The International Institute, or the International Program here at Mercyhurst University, and now the International Center in Dungarvan, really has helped to bring global attention both to Mercyhurst and to the city of Erie. It's been a wonderful effort. Mercyhurst has participated with us very closely in our sister city relationships. Mr. Thompson, who really was the driving force behind the city's end of the sister city relationships, it was his vision to bring the other parts of the world closer to Erie through personal relationships and through exchange programs. And Mercyhurst was an integral part of that. He cultivated the relationship with Mercyhurst in bringing students from Lublin, Poland, from Zibo, China, and most recently from Dungarvan, Ireland. And I thank Mercyhurst for stepping up and sharing in his vision and helping us to cultivate those, because really what he understood was in creating the sister city relationships, there's a lot of things you can do with cities in other countries, but one of and I hate to use the word easiest because it's not about being easy, but one of the most effective was to bring students here into this country for education and those types of exchanges, from which a lot of the other things would ultimately grow. So I applaud Mr. Thompson on his vision. I only wish that he was able to be here to see the real fruits of his efforts. I think he'd be very happy today. I appreciate the fact that his lovely wife Joanne and daughter Ruth are here to share this with us, because through them his vision and his presence in this community continues to live. So I congratulate everyone. I think this is a wonderful thing for both the city and for Mercyhurst University. I look forward to great things coming from this, and I really look forward to visiting Mercyhurst's International Center in Dungarvan myself in the not too distant future. So Thank you for inviting me to be a part of this today, and congratulations to the Mercyhurst family on such a great accomplishment.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. All of you are aware that any city is only as strong as its component parts, whether they be industrial, mercantile, or in this case, educational. We believe, among other things, that Mercyhurst University becoming a university, Mercyhurst University developing these relationships in Ireland benefits cities, obviously, on both continents. We think it makes a stronger relationship, it makes a stronger entity. One of the themes that Tom and I have reiterated countless times at countless meetings, probably to the point where most of you don't want to hear it, is that in these hard times, you cannot remain in stasis. You cannot sit still. You cannot hope that equilibrium will carry you forward, because rest assured it will not. It requires initiatives like this, forward thinking from our mayor, forward thinking from their officials, forward thinking from this institution. And hopefully, and at the bottom of all this, is our desire to deliver a better educational product to our students. Because in so doing, we strengthen the university, we strengthen the city, we strengthen Dungarvan. Thank you all for attending today. For those of the media that wish to see us, we have students here. Marlene is available, the mayor is available, and those who have facilitated this relationship are available for interviews. There are some rather magnificent looking green cookies over there and assorted other treats. Please avail yourselves, and thank you again.